At DSW, we ask the important questions, like, what shoes are you going to wear? Whether you're prepping for wedding season, festival season, or just planning the ultimate vacay, the right shoes can make or break an RSVP. So own the moment. You've got big plans, and we've got just the shoes. At the perfect price, of course. Get ready to get ready with Designer Shoe Warehouse. Head to your DSW store or dsw.com today and let us surprise you.
Have you ever felt like you were living just a B or B plus life? It's so dangerous to live that, more dangerous than a B minus or a C plus life, because when you're living a B or B plus life, you don't change it. You think it's good enough. Is it? I'm Susie Welch. I host a podcast called Becoming You. People think, okay, an A plus life is not available to me, but there is a way. We are all in the process of becoming ourselves. Listen to Becoming You wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome, family. Welcome. My name is Kimberly Ross Glasper, and I am a transformational coach, an author, and an advocate for women as well as special needs families. And I am so grateful that you are with me. And this is Sacred Healing Podcast. And I thank you for joining me tonight. And before we go any further, I want you to take a breath right now. Not a shallow one, but a real one. The kind that reminds you that you're still here and you're still standing. And the kind of breath that lets you know that you're still becoming. Because today we're stepping into truth that many people run from. Your story is not a mistake. Your story is not random, and your assignment is not random. And everything you live through, the heartbreaks, the breakthroughs, and the detours, and the disappointments, the miracles of all, it carries divine purpose. And today we're going to unlock the power inside of it. And so today's topic is about your story is your assignment. And so let me tell you about the things that you live through that give you authority. There are some things you can't learn from a book or a podcast or a classroom. Some wisdom only comes from walking through the fire and surviving it. You have authority because you lived it. You carried and you cried through it. You've even prayed through it. You've grown through it as well. And so let me tell you about how authority is born in the places where you refuse to quit. When you speak from lived experience, people don't just hear you, they feel you. And your voice carries weight because of your journey carries truth. And your testimony is definitely someone else's survival guide, their breakthrough, their pathway. And so there is somebody right now praying for the very breakthrough you already walked through. Because somebody is asking God for strength right now. And you are the evidence that strength is possible. And somebody is asking God right now for healing. And your story is the proof that healing is real. And then somebody is asking God for direction right now. And your testimony is the map and the pathway. And so your story is not just for you. That's my point. Your story is not just for you. It's the lifeline for someone else. When you share your testimony, you're not just bragging, you're building bridges. You're not just exposing your past, you're exposing God's power flowing through you. And let me tell you, God uses your journey to equip you to serve, to lead, and to uplift others. God wastes nothing. Your story is not wasted. God does not waste nothing. Not the pain, not the confusion, not the seasons that felt like they were breaking you. Not even that. And every chapter of your story is a training ground. Every storm is preparing you for something big. And just know every valley is equipped. You are heavenly equipped to be prepared and to carry you through. And just know you didn't go through it just to go through it. You went through it so you can lead others from their pain, their obstacles, from their survival mode back into freedom. And just know your compassion comes from what you survived. And just know your wisdom comes from what you've overcome. And your purpose comes from God. What God rebuilt in you. And you're not just being called, you are qualified. Your story is your certification. So walk in it. And so we're going from the shift from the story to assignment. And let me tell you about that. There comes a moment when you stop asking, why did this happen to me? And you start asking, what is this preparing to do? And that's the moment your story becomes your assignment. And your assignment might be to speak. And your assignment might be to teach. And your assignment might be to advocate, mentor, mother differently, lead with compassion, or build what you never had, or heal what you once hid, and to become the person you need when you were hurting. This is what your assignment is asking you. Your assignment is always connected to your story. Know that. And what part of your story, reflect on this. What part of your story carries the most wisdom? Ask yourself that. Think about your story. Think about what part of your story carries the most wisdom. What part of your story that you can invite others to get honest with. So invite them to pause. Invite them to be honest. Invite them to see themselves through God's eyes. And you can guide them with prompts like, what did you survive? What that changed you? This is your guide for others. This is your prompt to ask others, what did you learn that you wish someone had told you sooner? And also, what pain taught you something priceless? And what chapter shaped your calling? So these are this reflection becomes the doorway to purpose. And so in closing, as you walk away from this moment right now, I want you to remember this. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined what God is doing through you. And your story is powerful. Your voice is needed for somebody else. And your journey is sacrifice and sacred. And your assignment is real. And the world is waiting for the version of you that finally understands. And my story, and you would say, my story is not my shame. It is my tragedy. Your strategy. And so I want to leave you with this prayer. Father, we thank you for every story represented in this space. And thank you for the strength you gave us in seasons we didn't even think we could survive. And thank you for turning pain into purpose, wounds into wisdom, and trials into testimony. And today, God, reveal the assignment hidden inside our story. And show us how to use what we've lived through to uplift and encourage and empower others. And give us courage to speak, boldness to lead, and clarity to walk in our calling. And let every woman under the sound of my voice, every mother, every caregiver, every daughter rise with confidence, knowing that nothing in their story was wasted. And we declare healing, we declare purpose, and we declare divine alignment over every heart that is listening under the sound of my voice. And we say this in Jesus' matchless name of heaven. So I thank you. I thank you so much for listening to me. I am Kimberly. This is Sacred Healing Podcast. And so please follow me so you won't miss no episodes. So you will get a notification of updates when there's a new episode. So I'm Kimberly, and please, I'll see you right back here with Sacred Healing Podcast. Thank you.